mental toughness, discipline, and no excuses. It matters to develop your skills. Skill set matters. Despite your focus on mindset and grit, skill set plays an important role in your success, in your business, in your family, in your organization, for your country. Skill set matters most. Skill set enables execution of discipline. You can preach a lot of mental toughness, but mental toughness needs a direction. Without a skill, even the most disciplined person won't be effective. You want to become a Navy SEAL, you just cannot do it because of toughness, but you need to develop skills in swimming, navigation, tactical operation. You need to run ultra marathons. You can't do it just from willpower, but from learning how to pace, hydrate, fuel, and recover. Discipline without skill is just suffering. You need to use skill to turn suffering into achievement. Grit keeps you in the game, but skill set wins the game. No one can complete Hell Week. You need to improve each time. You need to improve how you learn from failure. You can run 100 miles on sheer pain tolerance alone. You need to train your body. You need to build techniques and adapt to it. Think of grit as a fuel and skill as the engine for your body. Suffering with no growth is pointless. Skill set makes the suffering worth it. Pushing past the limit, you need to analyze your failures, refine training, adapt tactics. You need to develop a better skill set each time. Mental toughness is a skill. Mental toughness isn't just a trait, it's a trainable skill set. You need to use the mind. You need to have positive self-talk, visualizing pain and preparing for it. These are learned, practiced, and sharpened like any other skill. You need to train your body, mind, your system, and tactics. You need to combine discipline with constant skill building so it doesn't just endure, you can dominate. In military, we always say we don't rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. That this speaks exactly that skill set and preparation matter. When it matters most, you rely on what you have trained, not on what just you could do. Anything that ties into the skill, effort, and embracing hard work, it's a lot more than mind over matter. It takes a relentless self-discipline to schedule suffering into your day every day. You need to prepare. Skill development, preparation, and training is critical. You need to work abroad. You need to work in a place that has a very good life. You need to be tough. No one is controlling you. No one is coming to save you. No one has hacked your computer. No one has hacked your laptop. No one has hacked your phone to just say, oh, you are very good. Once you don't have a proper skill, you don't matter to anyone. All your hacking, all your thinking that someone is controlling you doesn't matter at all until you have skill development, preparation, and training. The reason it's important to push hardest when you want to quit the most is because it helps you to callous your mind. It's the same reason why you have to do your best work when you're at the least motivated. Physical challenges strengthen your mind so you're ready for whatever life throws at you, and it will do the same for you. You can't just push hard because discipline or will is enough. You need to intentionally use extreme physical stress as training to build mental resilience. You need to do your best work when you are least motivated to grow. You need to treat struggle itself like a skill to a master or a training ground. Why you people go for SEAL training, underwater demolition sea training, to show what you learnt in structured extremal tactical training continues to be relevant across your life challenges, and you can implement those in your life. always be willing to embrace ignorance. Always be willing to embrace ignorance. In poor economic countries, there'll be a lot of people to do different works. You can do only a small part of the work. You need to do only a small part of the work. What? In developed countries, in countries with high infrastructure, in countries with critical infrastructure and discipline and proper discipline measures, you need to make sure that you have a proper skill set, you have a proper mindset. You can't do small work and say that you are done. You need to be a master in the skill that you have. You need to be a master in the skill that you have. You need to have a proper mindset. You need to have a control of your mind. You cannot be a dumb fuck in the classroom again. You cannot be a dumb fuck if you want to improve your standard of life. If you want to grow, you cannot be a dumb fuck in the classroom again. Always embrace ignorance. Always embrace ignorance. You can become the dumb fuck in the classroom again, but you need to be willing to embrace ignorance, because that's the only way you can expand your body of knowledge and your body of work. It's the only way to expand your mind. It's the only way you can expand your skill set. Finally, humility and learning in a classroom is much required when you approach growth to become a tough person. A core principle of skill acquisition, acknowledging what you don't know, being a learner and repeatedly learning. You need to acquisition learning skills. You need to have skill acquisition, acknowledging you don't know. You don't know certain stuffs. You need to become a learner. You need to go to the mindset of a child to become a learner and repeatedly increase your skill set. That is one thing that's going to expand your body of knowledge. That's one thing that's going to expand your skill set. That's one thing which is going to make you different. That's one thing that's going to make sure you are not a dumb fuck in the classroom again.